Over the years, I have found so many unique games that I believe I never would have heard of if I didn't go to PAX. And that's what I want to discuss. So the very first game we're going to discuss today is the Mortuary Assistant, followed by Foul Damage, and then Thank Goodness You're Here. And the last one in my favorite games that I've picked up at PAX is The Invincible. I also have a honorable mention at the end that is a big AAA developer and production team that I just value all of the games that they put out. So we'll discuss that too. But really excited to share these fun finds with you that I discovered at PAX. All right, the Mortuary Assistant. I remember back at PAX West 2022, it was my first year at PAX West, I stumbled across a horror game, and I am a massive fan of horror games. I love being scared. I had never heard of this team called Dread XP, and I have since become a massive fan of theirs, and I pick up so many of their titles. But the Mortuary Assistant is basically a game where you are on your very first day embalming dead bodies. On your first night of working here in this game, you get a call from your boss who tells you, oh, by the way, you might notice some creepy things happening. It's because there are demons involved. You're unable to leave. Your primary job in this game is to embalm. So you have a whole bunch of dead corpses. You need to inspect them. It's pretty gruesome, pretty graphic. It's awesome. But also embalm them. And then as you're doing that, you have a checklist. Some creepy things start to happen. And I'm not talking about just jump scares, which there are, but just like environment changes. Like you'll hear like a little clicking in the sound in your speakers, and it can be kind of terrifying when you're in the moment and immersed into the whole thing. But with these demons, the only way you can banish them is first to discover which demon it is, and then you need to attach or adhere the demon. If I recall, it's been a few years since I've played this game, but I think you need to put like an emblem on the body that you want to burn and burn that body, and that would banish the demon. But if you get the wrong body, then you're kind of screwed. One thing that I really liked about this game is that it changes every time you play it. So you can't get comfortable in knowing that, oh, a jump scare is right around the corner, or, this noise is going to happen when I make this action, because it will change on you. And I believe the developer who I got to speak with at PAX West 2022 told me that almost every time you play it over and over again, you're going to experience something different. And it's just a lot of fun, and I highly encourage you to take a look at it. Mortuary Assistant came out in 2022. It is produced by Dread XP, and at the timing of this video, Mortuary Assistant is rated by the community on Steam as very positive. Check it out. All right, the next one I want to talk about is Foul Damage, and this is unlike Mortuary Assistant. It's complete opposite. It is a platformer where you play as an egg, and you have to jump from level to level, and your jumps can actually kill you. So if you fall too far, or if you jump too high, you can crack into things. It's a really fun platformer game. It's puzzle themed, so there are some strategies you need to incorporate. And one thing that I love about this game is that you can pick it up and put it down as often as you need. So it's super easy to play. In the screen, you're basically trying to progress from one side of the screen to the next. And when you get to the end of the screen, everything shifts and you start all over again. And between each shift, the game saves. So great game. Highly addicting, and I just highly recommend it. It's good for all ages, I would say, because there's nothing to it other than some really cool pixel art and some funny splats from your egg landing in a bad way. Foul Damage came out in 2024. It is produced by Nexus Games, and at the time of this video on Steam, it is rated by the community as very positive, and I highly encourage you to pick it up. In 2024, I went to a panel at PAX West, and it was about unique finds that people were discovering on the show floor. And someone mentioned a game called Thank Goodness You're Here. And they showed some art from it, and it's animated style. It's, oh my gosh, it's just so much fun. I don't even know how to describe it. I'll show you a video here. I can honestly say that this is one of the best games of that year, in my opinion. You go around, it's almost kind of like bird eye view-ish, and you have the ability to hit and slap anything in the environment, trash cans, birds, other people, and each thing has an action and progresses a storyline, but it's just so funny. Some of the things they say just really made me laugh out loud, which I don't do very often in video games. So if you're just looking for something that's super silly, you're assigned these wonky, weird, just dumb, fun tasks, pick this game up because I'm sure you'll really enjoy it. The art style is so cool too. It's unique to a lot of other games that I play, which I really appreciated. Thank Goodness You're Here came out in 2024. It is produced by Panic, and at the time of this video, it is rated by the community on Steam as overwhelmingly positive. This is a good one. This is a good one. Get it. All right, the last game I want to talk about that is not a AAA title is The Invincible, and I discovered this game once again at PAX West. PAX West 2023, I walked by, I saw this game on the showroom floor, and I just had to check it out. The line wasn't super long, but it was long enough that I could tell that people were interested in the game. And again, it's just a type of like environment, gameplay, storytelling that I really gravitate towards. This is probably the most thought-provoking game that I have played in a super long time. I would describe this game as an exploratory game. There's not a lot of combat in it. You're walking around an unknown planet, discovering some unique things in that environment, and you're just really being told a story. It's so immersive. I mean, you just feel like you're there, you're finding documents, you're discovering new things that not many people have ever seen in this world. It's just a really cool exploratory game. I would say this game, the developers don't want a run and gun. They don't want tons of action. They want the player to really slow down and just absorb the entire environment. And I definitely did that, and I got a lot of appreciation out of it. I'm a very fast-paced video game player, meaning I play things like Call of Duty, Gears of War, Halo, those first and third person shooters that are just non-stop. So it's really nice to take a step back and just be told a really good story. The Invincible was produced by 11-Bit Studios, and at the time of this video, it is rated by the community on Steam as very positive. If you're a story-driven mode person, this game is for you. It's a lot of fun. All right, my honorable mention is going to be from a AAA development team, Capcom. They produced it as well. I love all Capcom games. It's just so much fun to sit down and, especially Resident Evil, just sit down and get immersed in their worlds. It's just so awesome. But anyway, Pragmata was announced at PAX West 2025. I was able to see a quick demo of it being played, and it's so unique because, again, it is a third-person shooter, which I like. You're in space, you're discovering something happened and you're not really quite sure what it is, and you meet a young girl named Diana, and Diana happens to be someone who can hack all the AI enemies that are taking over this world that you're playing through. So it's really cool. You're used to a third-person shooter, run and gunning, switching up your weapons, but this game has a unique component to it that not only do you want to focus on which type of weapons you are using and what abilities you are using, but you want to use Diana to hack into these AI and slow them down or cause them to overheat, to cause them to attack each other. And it's just amazing. I really hope that Pragmata becomes one of Capcom's reoccurring, often produced franchises because I had a blast playing it. And at the time of this video recording, Pragmata is currently rated by the community on Steam as overwhelmingly positive. So if you like third-person shooters, if you like puzzles, because there is a puzzle aspect to it when you're hacking all these AI enemies, then this is a game you should pick up. As I look back at these 4 games, they're just so unique, and that's what I love about PAX West, is that you discover titles that you just probably wouldn't have discovered otherwise. So, and they're so diverse too. Mortuary Assistant we have is horror. We have, what else? Thank Goodness You're Here, which is this fun comedy. Foul Damage, which is a puzzle strategy game. And then Oh, what's the last one I talked about? I already forgot. Oh, The Invincible, story-driven, just overall amazing titles. PAX West is where it's at. If you are a video game or a tabletop gamer, you will discover something new there, and you just have to get there. You have to get there every year in Seattle to discover these titles. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, this year I will be a PAX panelist, which I'm so excited for. If you're going to be at PAX West 2026, please swing by. It's going to be called PAX West Gamer Feud is the title of the panel. I do a lot of PAX content, video content, family vlogs on this channel. So if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe and like. Follow me on all my socials at Sir Uber Noob Poner. And I really appreciate you watching this video. Thanks everyone. Peace.